So, tell me if this has ever happened to you. You're on your way to the store, so you go ahead and hop in your truck, thinking it's going to be a normal trip. Put it in drive, nothing happens. So this has actually happened to me before, a few times before actually. The first time was actually in the drive-thru lane at Culver's, so that's great. Super embarrassing. So luckily I know just what the problem is. We get in under here, right here. So this is the cable. This is the cable here that is connected to your shifter, and it's supposed to lock in right there. But this has come off. So if we move the shifter back and forth in there, this would go back and forth and it would not grab onto this. So in the case of when I was at Culver's, I literally had to put my life in the faith of the emergency brake and just climb under here and grab this and shift it into drive by hand in order to get home. So that was great. And I have replaced this little plastic piece. I got a new one. It's you can buy it at a parts store. So I've replaced that, and I thought we were good, but apparently not. This always seems to happen too when it's wet. So I'm not really sure how to go about that. So I really want to fix this so that it doesn't happen again. And I'm just gonna try putting some caulk on it, put it all over this. See, the problem is this has to rotate inside there as it moves back and forth. It's going to end up, spinning a little bit just from the geometry of it. This pulls back, and this is going to stay in the same spot. I'm not really sure how well that's going to work, but I think at least if we build up a big enough bead of caulk around the inside of this, like around the tip here, then hopefully it can't work its way off anymore. So let's try that, and I'll let you know if it holds. I just got a little bit of silicone left in this tube. I've been trying to think of a way to use this up anyway. So I'm just gonna get this all on there. Just use a finger, I guess. I'm not even gonna wait for this to set up. I'm just gonna pop it on there and start driving right away. There. So I'm thinking with this getting moved back and forth and stuff as it's hardening, it'll probably clear the area that it needs to rotate in, and then maybe that will build it up where it needs to in order to hold it on. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, I guess we are going to wait for this to set up. As soon as I tried to shift it, it popped right off again. So I'm thinking that silicone must have lubricated it enough that it's just slipping right off whenever we try to move it now. So we're going to wait for that to harden and then try again. It did not hold. I'm here at work and it fell off again. So we got to get this fixed now before I can get home. Luckily though, since I am at work, I have a full rigging department. And what I've done is stolen a little piece of steel cable here. And I think I'm just going to peel off like just one or two of these little wires and try to wrap that around that linkage, and I think that's going to hold. So let me show you what I'm thinking. Okay, so this is supposed to be on here like that. What I'm thinking, this just pops off of there. It's not supposed to do that. I'm going to wrap a wire around this little groove, and then stick the end of that wire through this hole here, and then slip it on over that, and then from there I can use that excess wire to wrap it around this whole thing, and I think that's going to hold it in place, but we'll see. Okay, so I've taken this cable and just wrapped it around that little notch, and then I'm taking the pliers here and just twisting this up for strength. It's really getting that. Yeah, this is not easy to hold the camera and do this, but it's all for you guys. Oh, this pliers is crap, that's why. Alright, well anyway. Okay, this seems like it's gonna work. So I've got that pushed through, so now this is on, and I just need to wrap this around probably here or something, but I don't think I left myself enough length, so I might have to redo this again and just make that longer so I've got enough to wrap around. Alright, got a longer piece. This should work much better. So I think I'm going to try using this one big strand, and I think it's going to be too big, but we'll just see. This will be a little easier to work with than the tiny piece. So, all right, the big one was too much, so this is just two tiny strands in there, and then doubled up in there and twisted around to the point where I can't get that off that little notch. So now I'm just going to feed the end here through this and wrap it around. There, now that's on there. These are poked through that hole. So now I just need to wrap this around this whole mechanism linkage thinger, and we should be on the road again. All right, after some creative tying, I think I got it sorted. 3 strands seems to be the winner, and this is, I can't push it off anymore, so I think this is gonna work. I think I'll set the camera down and I'll work it back and forth a couple times, and you guys let me know if it comes out. Is it still there? Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me trim this up a little bit, but I think that's a winner. Whew. It's been about a month since I've checked in on this, so let's see how it's holding up. Where are we at? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Solid. No signs of coming off. Perfect. I think we got it. Well done, everybody.